What's up, everyone? Welcome to Touchdown and Tackles. I'm your host, Chris. So, today's video, we're going to talk about the George Pickens situation with the Cowboys. Honestly, if I'm George Pickens, yes, based off of the season I just had, he wants number one money. Is he a number one wide receiver in this league? In my opinion, yes. But I think that what he should do, which he already has done, he signed a franchise tag, is request a trade. Because the Cowboys, I don't believe, are going to pay him number one money and give him a contract 40 million and above to be the highest paid wide receiver in football, while they're paying CeeDee Lamb, while they're still paying Dak Prescott and the deals that those two were on, and whatever they had to take on from Quentin Williams and Clenny Clark and Rashad Gary's contract. You can't devote that much money of your salary cap to one side of the ball. We've seen in the past how that's worked out. More times than not, it doesn't work out. From George Pickens, I request a trade, because the Cowboys are not making it evident that they want to sign him to a long-term contract in the first place. He wants number one money. At best, in terms of his long-term contract that he wants, he would get number two money, like what Devontae Smith got with the Eagles, or pretty much what he's being paid right now on the franchise tag. So to me, I think the Cowboys should trade him and George Pickens should want out. So if I'm George Pickens, I request a trade, because they're not going to pay you that type of money. I wouldn't pay that type of money. That's too much money to have tied up, especially in one position group. Like, that's just crazy. So for George Pickens and for the Cowboys, I think they should trade him. And honestly, I think one of the best fits that would work, that would pay him, and it's a need for that team, and they're on the up and coming, the Raiders. Look at what they have done this offseason and in the draft to improve their roster. The moves they made defensively in free agency. They still have Max Crosby. I think they may have the steal of the draft in Gerard McCoy, as long as that knee is good and there's no long-term effects. You got Fernando Mendoza, good young quarterback. Why not give him a weapon on the outside that they don't have? So I think that would be perfect. I think another team that could potentially work in terms of that team being able to trade for him and could really use him, the Dolphins. If they could find some way to trade for him, they could find some way to have the money to pay for him. I think that would be perfect for Malik Willis. I think another team could be the Colts, because they just traded away Michael Pittman. Alex Pierce is nice, but he's not a number one wide receiver. So those are my thoughts on the George Pickens situation. Like and subscribe to the channel down below, and I'll see you guys next time.